Senegal. And I'm coming to you with a sort of interesting situation because our Air BnB has been without water for a couple days, and they're prepared for things like that. So we've had jugs of water and that sort of thing. But I feel like I'm in desperate need of a shower. But I also need to go get us lunch. So now that the water's back on, I still have something else to do. And I noticed we're a little faded out here, and I hope you're getting a good transmission. But I wanted to do our first travel diary. We tried one the other night, had technical problems, and with the double mic. And so I'm going to show you the neighborhood as I walk, but I'm also going to tell you what we've been up to because we've been here for almost 3 weeks. And I'm still learning French. I don't know if you hear the gentleman in the background. He's talking on the phone in either French or Wolof, which is the other local language, which is the local language around here. But we've been here actually about 3 weeks now, and we've had a chance to get to know the town a little. We started out in another neighborhood, and that was only for a week, and then we moved over to this one, and we decided we were going to stay in Dakar for a little while. So I'm going to flip the camera a little, and I'm going to try and be subtle and not get too many people undesiringly on the thing. Our Airbnb scared us at first. I'm going to be honest with you. We pulled in and it's like, oh, it can't be here, can it? And the construction is actually tamped down a little bit right now, but we're on this steep hill and there's all this construction and all of that down there to get down to the main road, which I'm going to walk right now. And bonjour. And with Tim not being able to see very well at all, we were really concerned about this. But the inside of the place has good rails and stairs. We're doing 2 flights to go up to breakfast every morning, and so it's getting him some good exercise. And as I say, it has good railings. It's good inside, but out here is a little treacherous. We came out last night to take a taxi ride so we could get night footage of the African Renaissance Monument and the lighthouse, the Phare de Mamel, and the footage came out great. It was absolutely fantastic, but getting him in and out of the cab in the dark was a little treacherous. So I don't know, we might, even though he has a really good headlight on the thing, on his cane, we might have to bring some extras. Okay, so now we're getting a little tricky because if I stay on that path, even though it's smooth, I don't have as good a traction and it's steeper. That's the thing, getting down this is, and I will say I'm a lousy climber. I'm lousy at anything that needs like mountain goat like skills. I've gotten fairly used to this, but I've never feel sure-footed. So this is the main street down here. Ouakam is an interesting town. The first couple times I took the long way around. There's goats going on. Sometimes they're down the street. Sometimes they are on the second floor in the unfinished building across from your hotel or your Airbnb, which is the case this morning. I looked and I saw the goats down there across. As I say, they were like on the second floor. And then, whoa! They're using a pulley system to rig things up to the top up there. See, he's hoisting that up. There we go. Hoisting stuff up. So, and then, the buses around here. We'll try and get a good shot. I heard a goat somewhere. It might be behind something or inside somewhere. But the local buses are all have cool paint jobs. So that's my walk down to the main street. As I say, it was actually rougher before. I'm going to take a turn to the right here. And we're just going to get lunch. I may not keep you guys through lunch, but we've been doing the sites. We didn't delay this time. I've been to the Mosque of the Divinity. Tim will be going there soon with me. And we got footage. And then stealing the show. Yes, that guy was just carrying a goat. And we're going through all the things. This is a good day to be on this street. I can tell that. And Uh, sorry, I'm losing track here as I'm trying to do more than one thing at a time here. But we've been to the Mosque of the Trinity on the beach, or I have. We've been to the African Renaissance Monument, both daytime and nighttime. Might go back to get some more footage there. We've been to the Phare de Mamel. And what's really cool is this neighborhood of Ouakam is really, this neighborhood of Ouakam, I'm going to flip the camera so I don't grab too much attention here. This neighborhood of Ouakam is, all three of those things are right in this neighborhood. I mean, they're just 5, 6, 7 minutes away by car. And so, I'm broadcasting on YouTube. YouTube, yeah. Yeah, YouTube. Just, yeah, no. So, yeah, ça va bien. Merci. One thing, you know, can't always tell. Honestly, no one's been really big on hanger-on. A little bit. Occasionally someone wants to be a guide or your like regular driver, your regular delivery person. But no one's been really heavy duty on the hanger-on. You know what? I go to these guys a lot for coffee. I'm going to see if they'll mind me taking photos. Let me see if I can let them take me photos. Do you mind if I take photo? I'll buy a coffee. If I buy a coffee, can I take photos? Huh? It's Touba coffee. Yeah, I'll buy coffee. Can I get one? Cafe. This is Touba coffee. This is the good stuff. I don't know if it has cinnamon or chicory or cloves. Merci beaucoup. But I just wanted to share that with you. Merci. Okay, we're getting close to some lunch area and all that. But I figured since I bought from there before, they would let me photograph with no problem. It is a Friday, and I don't know if that's the reason for some of this increased activity. Senegal is a mostly Muslim country. It's like 90-95% Muslim, something like that. I'm going to walk on this side for a minute, even though I intend to cross the street. But it is a mostly Muslim country. And so Fridays are the big holy day. Even though some places still do close on Sundays, and there is a certain Catholic/Christian minority. But as you can see, horse-drawn carts are still a thing, not a tourist thing. They're used for hauling all the time. You'll just hear them going down the street any time of day. And let me get out of the way here. Hold on. We're getting a little chaotic. I'm going to turn the camera around again. Okay, so this is an example of what it's kind of like in Africa in general, but of course we've only been mostly to West Africa. I've been a little East Africa, been to Egypt, but Africa travel is different. And not everything goes as smoothly and perfectly all the time, but it's actually really cool and really friendly and very safe, to be really honest with you. Got to be smart, but I have no fears walking around here. I've been doing it on my own this whole time. So if you're ever thinking about coming to Africa and you're worried about safety, don't let that be your concern, you know. Generally, it's generally pretty safe as anywhere else on the planet, if not safer. So I'm going to turn the camera around again because there's something going on in the intersection here. I'm not quite sure if it's just a jam up or something like that. I found out this morning the part of the thing with the water in our apartment, or our room, was that they actually work on a cistern, and considering the road isn't even paved, the idea that the homes and places work on a cistern shouldn't be too much of a surprise. So This is kind of a reality look at the streets here in Ouakam, Dakar. This is the main section, the busiest part. And sorry if the picture's been shaky or anything like that. I've been doing my best. But so our first diary is interesting. There's been a lot going on. I hope you've been able to hear me with the mic. And we got some people goofing around. They know what we're doing. And as I say, we've been going and seeing stuff. We've been working it out. We've been figuring out the town. And I will be bringing you more. I'll try and bring you more now that we've got some of the technical things worked out from actual sites when we go see them. And they're going to be on at random times. I'm going to tell you, I can't do much of anything on a schedule here. I can't sit there and say, oh, hey, the best time to do it is this time of day at this, you know. It's just, nothing's going to happen on a set schedule. It can take me 2 days to upload the files for one visit to the mosque or something like that, 5 gigs, and it takes me 2 days to upload it. So, please be patient with our posting schedule, but that's why I'm going to bring up these random live videos every now and again, just to give you a real look at places and to let you see what it's like. And as I say, they're just going to be interesting bits here and there. This is a really good day to be here because all sorts of stuff is going on. It's not a quiet day. And so, yeah, our posting schedule may not be regular, but it will be interesting. And I'm going to flip this around. Oh, no, cancel. Hit the wrong button. I'm going to flip this around and say cheers. If you come to Dakar, make sure you they have a Nescafe thing going on where they do this little whip thing with the Nescafe, and it's good, but it's Nescafe. Then you try the Touba coffee, and it is awesome. And we'll be bringing you so many more things from so many more places, but this is the neighborhood we're staying in for now. We're here for another couple weeks or a week and a half, and then we're going to be moving on to elsewhere. But as I say, be prepared to look out for these lives, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to make sure you catch our stuff when it comes up, definitely hit the notification bell. Then you'll get notice even when I post things and it's 2 in the morning where you are. So, okay, thanks for joining me. I will see you next time live from Dakar, Senegal.